The MCU movies are known for their cameos and crossovers, but one that we're sure not many fans were expecting was the appearance of Lexus in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's latest movie, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. If you want to learn about how this partnership came to be, you've come to the right video. Today, we'll be discussing all this and a lot more. So let's dive right in. Starting off, how Lexus joined the MCU in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Vehicle companies have partnered with film and television studios for decades. This has usually been done in an effort to promote their products in front of millions, while being linked with pop culture icons. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is now the biggest thing in pop culture, and Lexus is using it to highlight the RZ450E, the brand's first BEV, as part of a promotion with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. This wouldn't be Lexus's first trip to Wakanda. Fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe will undoubtedly recall the thrilling car chase sequence in the first Black Panther movie, when the main character was perched atop a Lexus LC 500 coupe. Then, Lexus teamed up with the MCU during the Eternals movie. They released a complete fleet of automobiles with themes based on the movie's protagonist. Wakanda Forever is currently in cinemas, so we've got a closer look at how manufacturers really see collaborating with Hollywood studios and how such connections begin. Mia Phillips, Lexus Senior Manager of Advertising and Media, was kind enough to respond to recent inquiries on the connection between the company and the MCU. She recently discussed with Motor Trend her strategy to manage the brand's attempts to be inclusive and how vital it is for automakers to engage with underrepresented cultures. Following up, here's Mia's view on how to integrate brands into films. Mia stated that she believes that automobiles give our life individuality. People give their automobiles names because it gives them personality and makes them feel like family members. Integrations between films and brands have a unique quality. It's a distinctive and novel technique to engage a crowd and make the essence of the brand clear to them. If you're aligning with a movie and you've given the go-ahead for your merchandise and logo to appear in that movie, then there must be a fundamental aspect of that movie's core that your brand is aligned with. That is at least how she and Lexus view it. As a result, she would never have knowingly allowed their items to be displayed, complete with badging, in a movie that they didn't feel very proud of. Compare that to something along the lines of a Marvel movie, where there will be a special scene centered around the car. In the case of all the co-promotional activities that Lexus engages in, they aim to create memorable moments, both during and after the movie. And so, by integrating films and products, they're actually connecting with customers on a new level, and at a different level than most conventional ways. The collaboration's ability to reach consumers that may not be familiar with their brand is something the company likes. Up next, Motor Trend asked how the partnership between Lexus and Marvel started. She said that she attributes full credit for presenting Lexus to Marvel for the Black Panther relationship to Walton Isaacson, their agency of record for Black, Hispanic, and LGBTQ+ audiences. It was a collaboration that their agency proposed to them after realizing the potential of these two brands working together. And in this way, Lexus and Marvel teamed together for the first Black Panther film. It was the first time Lexus had collaborated with Marvel. Since then, that collaboration has brought them both a lot of success. Lexus undoubtedly enjoyed significant success simply by being able to take part in a movie that no one expected would be as famous or influential on society as it ultimately was. When it came time for Eternals, Marvel hired Lexus because of that fantastic success. Marvel stated when Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was revealed, "We have no other choice than to complete this task alongside you. Are you in then?" And moving forward, whenever they tap Lexus, the car company tries its best to rearrange its schedules if necessary in order to partner, even if there are other commitments. There is a great deal of synergy between what Marvel is doing and what Lexus is also attempting to do generally. Moving on to 5 cool cars of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is is nothing short of a pop culture phenomenon. Comic book movies are nothing new, but they've never been this good. Over the years, we've gotten to see some amazing superheroes and some amazing cars in the MCU. We've selected our picks for the 5 coolest cars that have appeared in MCU movies. At number 5 is Tony Stark's Audi R8. What kind of automobile would an arrogant, rich IT genius drive? It would be something strong, skillfully made, and fashionable, but not so much that it would draw attention away from him. Basically, an Audi R8. Plus, it helped the R8 get some notoriety because owners could drive about impersonating the well-known Tony Stark. The Lamborghini V10 engine, which powers the R8, has an Italian heart under a suit of German engineering. In the standalone Iron Man films and Avengers: Age of Ultron, Stark is shown driving an R8. It was flawless, and the first Marvel vehicle to be sold commercially. In the Avengers, Tony Stark drove a pre-production Acura NSX for whatever weird reason, but it felt strange. He drove an Audi in every movie that came after that. Following at number 4 is Nick Fury's Chevrolet Impala SS. Captain Marvel is one of the more underappreciated MCU films. For Generation X, it's a 2-hour trip down memory lane with yet another flawlessly cast Marvel vehicle. A youthful Nick Fury is shown driving his 1995 Chevrolet Impala SS in the 1990s themed film. It's the ideal all-American badass spy car, since it has a cunning muscle car under a plain sedan exterior. A Chevrolet LT1 V8 engine with 260 horsepower is housed under the hood, allowing the Impala SS to reach 145 miles per hour. The 1990s weren't the best decade for V8 power, but when combined with the car's leather interior and veiled appearance, it makes the ideal Nick Fury ride. Up next at number 3 is Chevrolet Corvette Stingray C7. The MCU's Captain America: Winter Soldier was a turning point film because it's when things start to get dark and realistic. It departs from the normal superhero conventions and enters into the world of spy and conspiracy films. Agent Natasha Romanoff, who had a significant role in the plot, required a vehicle that would fit her. Fortunately, the C7 Corvette generation was a new model, so some product placement couldn't harm it. Captain America gets picked up by Romanoff in her all-black Corvette at the beginning of the film. She burns the rear tires as she drives out into the distance, with Cap following closely behind. At the number 2 spot is Black Panther's Lexus LC. If all the Marvel superhero vehicles were Audi, it would get repetitive. The Corvette provided Chevrolet with a respectable appearance, but the Lexus received the most amazing images in an MCU film so far. The Lexus LC is remotely piloted and appears in a pursuit scenario for around 5 minutes in Black Panther. Black Panther is seen sitting on top of it as it races through the streets of Busan, South Korea, in pursuit of criminals. It's about the biggest thing the Lexus PR team has managed to accomplish. Finally, at the number 1 spot is the Audi e-tron GT concept. With the release of Avengers Endgame, Audi's association with the Tony Stark persona came to an end. When Downey Jr. made his final appearance as Tony Stark, Audi was promoting its Audi e-tron GT concept. In 2018, the Audi e-tron GT concept was the ideal Avengers vehicle and featured cutting-edge technology appropriate for Tony Stark to operate. It feels like both yesterday and an eternity ago. 40% of the components for the Porsche Taycan were shared by the e-tron when it finally debuted in 2021 with 469 horsepower. Its key advantages over the Taycan are the technology and aesthetics of Audi. It has a sound to it that production cars don't, making it distinct from the other Marvel vehicles. It sounds like it has a combustion engine as Stark speeds furiously past Captain America in the movie. Audi claims that the sound was specifically created by Audi for the moment and wasn't added during editing. We've also got an honorable mention, Ant-Man's Ford Econoline. Fans had the impression that characters were being scraped off the bottom when Marvel introduced Ant-Man. But Marvel produced a compelling film that highlighted Paul Rudd's charm and versatility. Despite its pink, red, and tan body colors, the 1972 Ford Econoline van initially appears in the first Ant-Man movie being used for heist, making a normally forgettable vehicle one you would remember. Before moving the equipment that takes individuals to the quantum realm later on in the MCU, it serves as the primary mode of transportation for a security consulting firm. As its portal powers become a key component of the narrative of Avengers Endgame, it joins the other Avengers vehicles and receives more screen time than the commercial placement vehicles. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on MCU teaming up with Lexus for Black Panther Wakanda Forever? Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.